Everybody, I'll call the meeting to order. Please join me for the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good morning. Commissioner Freeman is not here today. He's on assignment for the county, which I'm confident we're gonna get a full report on when his return, so we'll wait for that. With that, we'll get started with the meeting. The first item on the agenda is the consent agenda, which is some routine items, and I would move to approve the consent agenda.
A second.
Call for the question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Chair votes aye and the motion passes. Next item on the agenda is citizens' questions and comments on agenda items. Anybody out there that want to comment on any? Nobody online? Okay, we'll move on. Item number 3 on the agenda is a Public Works Department. Light up our Public Works Director, Scott Adams.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item number 3, or Scott Adams, Public Works. Item number 3 is an annual agreement with Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife for the rearing of 60,000 mitigation coho salmon at the Coles River Hatchery. Projected cost for fiscal year 2025 is $32,852. This is for annual compliance with our FERC licensure with the Galesville Dam.
Move to approve the agreement.
I'll second that. Questions or comments?
Did these fish come from Coal Rivers even when Rock Creek was open?
No, I believe we actually had some from Rock Creek.
Oh, they definitely were from Rock Creek.
Yeah. Only when Rock Creek had the temperature issues is when they were struggling with that.
Mhm.
But last year, if I read my report correctly, we didn't quite get the amount of coho out of that Coal River that hatchery that we wanted, or they wanted. But the plan is to do the 6,000 pounds of fish.
Anything else? I'll call for question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Chair votes aye, motion passes. Item number 4 is also Public Works.
Again, Scott Adams, Public Works. Item number 4 is an agreement with Thrive Umpqua for Douglas County Public Works to assist with the transportation and storage of the Thrive Umpqua's Safe Routes to School trailer. They use this trailer for taking it around to different schools and different events to showcase awareness around transportation to and from school for kids walking and biking and whatnot. Thrive doesn't have a vehicle that can tow the trailer or a place to store it, so we've offered to help them with some of that. It only happens a couple times a year. It's not a huge piece for us. This term expires January 22 of 2026.
Move to approve the agreement.
And I'll second that. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll call for question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Chair votes aye, motion passes. Item 5 is still a Public Works Department item.
Again, Scott Adams, Public Works. Item number 5 is the 4th extension of the first modification of contract with Century West Engineering for the Canyonville Safe Routes to School project. This will extend the project or extend the contract to 6/30 of 2025 and increase the contract cap by $9,506.
Move to approve the contract extension.
I'll second that. Any questions? Just a quick question. What's our date now for breaking ground on this?
I should have that here. So we're looking at hopefully advertise that at the end of this month for Canyonville, and then be a February bid opening, and hopefully get notice to proceed in March for a
Summer project?
summer project.
Glad to see that now. Anything else? Call for the question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Chair votes aye and motion passes. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Item 6 on the agenda is a Solid Waste Department item. Light up our Solid Waste Director.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nick Freisinger, Solid Waste. Item number 6 is a second modification of contract 300000957 with Dry Creek Landfill for waste disposal on an as-needed basis. The term of this contract remains the same, expiring December 31st, 2028. This is just to clean up some language around our bulk discount once we reach a certain quantity.
Move to approve the contract modification.
I'll second that. Questions or comments? Now call for the question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Motion passes. Thanks. Next thing on the agenda and last is commissioner comments. Commissioner Boyce?
Gonna head to the coast today. We've got two exciting things going on over there. Crab dock repair is officially underway, and it's been a long time coming. And the new South Loop expansion of Umpqua Dunes is well underway. We're gonna go there and meet with contractors and take some photos and provide an update, and that's it.
Now, give us a quick, you had a wreath cleanup this weekend that went
Oh, yeah.
very well organized and went very
Yeah.
well, so.
Yeah, that is worth mentioning actually, so everybody's been following the Wreaths Across America thing that we did this year, and the logistics of putting 7,000 wreaths out was sort of a feat. And we had gone around to all the schools in the county and encouraged their participation. And the meeting that John and I had with UCC was with the athletic department. And they could not commit to help with the program because all the kids are home from school during that Christmas break when the wreaths get laid, but they committed to help us clean them up as a community service project for Riverhawks Athletic. So they showed up Saturday morning in force, and we started the wreath cleanup at 9 o'clock. And we've had both cemeteries completely finished just before 10 o'clock. So cleaned up 7,000 wreaths in just under 1 hour. And I also have to give a huge shout out to Roseburg Disposal. They had a big dumpster on site at each location. We did the new location first, which was less than a third of the wreaths. And they filled that dumpster full. And I knew that we only had one dumpster at the other location and it was gonna be not enough. So I texted Dory John, who I think is on vacation in Africa. And within 25 to 30 minutes, maybe, they had a new dumpster delivered to the Harvard site. And another 15 or 20 minutes later, they had another one. And so they took care of the hauling of the wreaths for us, and the UCC student athletes showed up, and and the Roseburg Sea Cadets are always there, and it was pretty awesome. They were buzzing around there. We have a program. I bring these 8-foot 2x2 poles and give 2 kids a pole. They go out and stuff it full of wreaths, and then 1 kid on each end, they pack it in, and they just moved right through there like locusts and picked them all up, and it was over quick. So it's great.
It was, I gotta tell you, I was a little apprehensive that morning, because I knew how many people had volunteered to lay all those wreaths. You know, there was 1,600 or something, and I knew that, usually the cleanup of anything is not anywhere near as exciting as laying, so I figured we may be there all day, and it was very well ran and organized and out of there in an hour. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's
Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
Anything else today? Got nothing today either. Adjourn the meeting. Thank you all.